Today I want to talk to you about how to get the most from online arbitrage subscriptions. I've been talking recently about online arbitrage, how to take online arbitrage to the next level, and one of the ways to do that is to subscribe to things that help save you time and money and help make you money with online arbitrage. We've talked in the past about things like CyberMonkey Deals, which is a deal list where it gives you all sorts of different items in different categories that you could possibly buy online to sell on Amazon. We talked about some clothing and shoe lists, like the gated list, which is a shoe only list, gives you leads for buying shoes online to sell on Amazon. Your Source Inventory is something that we really love. That's a clothing and shoe list. And then there's tools out there like OA X-Ray, which we really enjoy. It helps save us a whole lot of time with both online arbitrage and also some of our wholesale things that we need to do. We love all of that. You can find out more about all of these things on our blog. You can learn about starting with online arbitrage by going to fulltimefba.com/startoa. You can learn about taking it to the next level by going to fulltimefba.com/next-level-OA. And today we're talking about, making the most of your online arbitrage subscriptions. A lot of times they ask me, well, which one is the best? Well, I can't really answer which one's the best for you, because different people have different business models, different people have different amounts of money they can invest, different time, different specialties, and so I'm hopefully that today is going to help you figure out which one is best for you and what to do with that. Because a lot of times, you go through the thought process. Is it worth the money? Are these lists, are these programs, are they really worth the money? Am I going to find enough deals to actually, make money enough to pay for this on top of, making money from my business? And for these deal sites, how many people are getting these deals? Are there hundreds of people getting the same deal as I am, or is it limited? There's a lot of different things to think about, but I'm going to talk to you about the 7 steps to get the most of your online arbitrage subscriptions. So I will jump into that right now. Number 1, use the free trials. A lot of different subscriptions, whether it's a BOLO list or whether it's a program or an extension that helps save you time, use the free trials. Try it out. Sometimes they give a 3-day test, a 6-day test, 7-day test, so you can try it out for yourself. So use those free trials. And of course, when you use the free trials, be sure that you are making the most of it. Don't just sign up for a free trial on a Friday when you have a busy weekend ahead of you. Make sure you set aside time so you can make the most of it. The second way to maximize your online arbitrage subscriptions and make the most of them is to just try them out for a month. None of these products or services or lists, you're not signing up for a contract like a phone where you're stuck with it for a year. You can pay for it for a month, try it out and see if it works for you. So you pick one of the lists, pick one of the services, try it out for a month, and just see if it works for you. Now, just know that some of the lists, it takes some time to get some momentum. So you might not see just a really big turnaround with your income, but it's something that can kind of build up momentum. But you can probably see the potential of it by trying it out for a month. If it works for you, great, keep going with it. If it doesn't work for you, cancel it and try something else. Some people, I've even got an email before, which list should I go with first? It depends on what's best for you. And I'd really just say, just try them all out 1 month at a time, see what works best, and then go with your favorite. So think about that. Number 3, when you are buying one of these, online arbitrage subscriptions, set strict parameters. Be sure you understand, I'm not going to go above this sales rank. I'm not going to go above paying this much for an item. I want to make sure I get this type of profit back. Set strict parameters. You want to be sure that just because you have a list of something, that you don't buy everything. We never buy everything on the lists that we purchase. Sometimes we don't even buy anything on the list that we purchase. Some days we'll buy 2 or 3, sometimes 5 or 6, sometimes 0, but we never buy everything because it has to go through our parameters. And that goes into the next thing. Number 4, use filters. Use filters to kind of save time. Sometimes we get a list of items to purchase, and some of those items come from Kmart.com. We hate Kmart.com. I'm sorry, that's a strong word, but we just really strongly dislike buying things from Kmart.com. Trying to get a refund or dealing with returns is the most painstaking, horrible thing. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And okay, that's too much on that. But we don't even look at those anymore. We have a filter. Sometimes there are programs that tell you what kind of what kind of ROI you will get. Well, if it doesn't match our filters, our strict parameters, we don't even look at those. So set up filters, make sure that it gives you the kind of ROI that you want, the sales that you want, and because one of the things with retail arbitrage that I know a lot of you suffer from, I sometimes suffer from it. I sometimes hate going into a store and coming out with an empty cart. And that same thing could happen with online arbitrage. Sometimes you end up buying something just to buy something, and that's not really good for your business in the long run. So when you set those parameters and you use filters, it saves you from dealing with an empty cart. It's okay to have an empty cart. In the long run for your business, it's sometimes even better to have an empty cart. You don't want to buy something just for the sake of buying it. You want to buy stuff that will sell somewhat quickly and for a good profit. So that's number 4. Number 5, keep notes. If you're trying something with a free trial or you're trying something out for just the first month, keep notes. Write down how much you're spending, how much you expect to get back, what the sales ranks are, how many items you're purchasing from each list, all different types of things to write down so that you can go back later and, when your month is about to renew, you can see, okay, I actually made this amount back, or I started making about this much back. I can see I still have this much left in my inventory that could sell sometime soon, and you can see whether it's a winner or something that you can just pass and be like, you know what, I tried it, I'll try something else now. So take good notes and refer back to that whenever your month is up or your free trial is up. Number 6, follow rabbit trails. Now, what do I mean by rabbit trails? This is when you kind of just need to think a little bit deeper. So if like a list tells you that this shoe in this design in this size is profitable, then maybe you should check the same style of shoes in different sizes or different colors, or things like that. If there's a certain list and it tells you, hey, this shirt and this pattern and this size is a really good seller, well, check all the other sizes too. And if a certain list tells you, hey, this store is having this sale, here's a coupon code for it, maybe all the things in a certain category are on sale, and you purchase things from the list, realize, hey, I'm going to check some of the other things in the category too. And so that's what I mean by rabbit trails. There are other things that when you have a lead for something, that's all it is. It's a lead. So you follow that lead and you purchase it, but you realize along the way there's other things that are connected to it that you can follow too. So try those out, find rabbit trails, and you'll be able to expand your list and find more than just what's being delivered in your inbox from these lists. And the last thing, and this is the most important thing, don't be lazy. If you want to really make the most of your online arbitrage subscriptions, don't be lazy. Actually do it. Do the work. A lot of times we say, I'm going to get to it later, but too many times later turns into never. And so you want to be sure that you do the work. You don't want to waste your free trial. You don't want to waste your time when you are doing your first month and seeing if this is something worth doing. I've talked to some Amazon sellers who's told me, yeah, I have a subscription to the list, but I haven't looked at it in a few months. I'm like, what? You have a subscription to a list and you haven't even looked at it in a few months? Why? I don't get it. Don't be lazy. Look at the stuff. Make sure you're making the most of it. Set reminders to prioritize those things. Set reminders to take notes. Be sure, my wife takes care of a lot of our online arbitrage. Every single morning, she has not pattern, what's the word? Like a routine that she goes through to take care of our online arbitrage purchases, and she does it every single morning. And sometimes in the afternoon she does some stuff with online arbitrage, but it becomes a pattern and it becomes a habit, and then it becomes second nature to whereas it just starts happening on its own, and you start getting that momentum building up in your Amazon business because of this. And then in the end, you start realizing these lists are awesome. They really help me out with my Amazon FBA business. They help me make good online arbitrage decisions, and I start seeing my average sales price go up. I start seeing my disbursements start going up, and that's just thumbs up. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you, and I hope that you're going to be able to take your online arbitrage businesses, your online arbitrage purchases, and your online arbitrage subscriptions and make the most of it. So you can find out more about this on our website, fulltimefba.com/OA subs. You go there, you'll see even more information about how to make the most of your online arbitrage subscriptions. So that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you found this video helpful, I'd appreciate a little thumbs up below. That'd be really nice. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave that below too. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. And if you're looking for any of the links that we talked about during this video, you can find that below in the description. Just click on the description, you'll find the links, and it will take you right to where you need to go. And if you want to be sure you don't miss out on any upcoming videos, subscribe to this channel, and you'll be able to be notified when new videos go live. We update videos a lot, and a lot of free information that we're giving out. More free information can be found at fulltimefba.com. We have over 100 blog posts, tutorials, exercises, walkthroughs, experiments, stuff that'll help you turn a part-time hour into full-time income with Amazon FBA. If you subscribe to the blog, you get a couple free PDF downloads. It'll help your Amazon FBA business become a little easier. Just want to help you out, and just enjoyed hanging out with you today. I will see you soon. Bye.